This morning I'm speaking with Olive Mawyer. Olive is the Executive Director of the Berlin Area Chamber of Commerce in the town of Berlin, Maryland, which is a pleasant little seaside resort on the eastern shore of Maryland, located between Ocean City and Salisbury. Good morning, Olive, and welcome.
Good morning, Carl. Thank you very much.
Olive, you've been the Executive Director of the Berlin Chamber now for about a year and a half. What kind of successes have you had working with small businesses?
Well, I've had a lot of learning experiences myself, working with a lot of the small businesses here in Berlin and the surrounding area. And some of the success stories we've had is actually doubling our membership into the Berlin Chamber, as well as helping a lot of our members connect with each other. I think we've had a lot of great success stories with that.
Well, certainly doubling the membership, you might be a learning experience, but I would rank that as a feather in my cap. That's certainly admirable. What kind of things do you do at the Berlin Chamber? What's unique about how you work with businesses that are members of the Chamber?
Well, I think what makes the Berlin Chamber unique is all the events that we have in town. Most chambers don't have the nice old quaint main street to work with, and we, as the chamber, we bring in spring celebration for Easter weekend, which is all about families and children coming together with Easter bonnet parade and games, and it is one of the biggest events we have in the year that is local and family. We also have music festivals such as the Jazz and Blues Bash, where we have 2 stages going at all times right here on Main Street, and it brings people from all over the place. And we have local and regional acts. We also run a farmers market as well on Wednesdays and Fridays right here in Berlin, where we use local farmers and encourage sustainable living, and also bring in work with our Grow Berlin Green to bring awareness to the community and help the businesses establish a green way of using their business. Mm-hmm. And so and it keeps going on. We have a peach festival. We have the biggest event is our Christmas parade in December, and we also have a 3-day fiddlers convention. It just doesn't stop. Our second Friday art strolls, and then ends with a New Year's Eve celebration at the end of the year.
It's funny, the New Year's Eve celebration you talked about. You guys dropped the ball from a tower like Times Square in New York City, and that was kind of cool. I heard a lot about that, and I talked to a number of the people who were there, having been to some of your events. And by the way, I can second the fact that what you say is that everybody makes you feel welcome as a new business member, and sort of reaches out to you and extends their hand of friendship to make new businesses welcome. But people were raving about the New Year's Eve ball drop, which was just the first year, and I think you exceeded your expectations by, what, 4 or 5 times what you thought was going to happen?
Yes, we thought we'd get a couple hundred people out, and it turned into thousands of people. So we are thrilled with it, but we also realized that we've got to change what we do next year so we can accommodate all these people even better, so that we can grow as we get bigger and better at doing these things.
More hot cocoa stands, probably.
Yeah.
Among other things.
And maybe some heaters and restrooms and all that. We set it up for about 150, 200 people, and we've probably got over 1,000.
Well, that's what I call success problems, when you exceed what you thought you were going to do. So bottom line, if I'm a business and I am in the surrounding area and I want to do business in Berlin, or if I'm in Ocean City or Salisbury, why would I want to become a member of the Chamber?
Well, I think becoming a member of the Chamber when you're outside of the Berlin area helps you get into the Berlin community. There is so much here and so many resources that a business can use to help them grow. And all of the citizens and the business community here, they work together to be successful. And I think somebody, for instance, we have a stand-up paddleboard from Delaware that joined the chamber because they want to promote their business and work with the other businesses in Berlin that maybe they can make a partnership together and offer paddle boards for a person trying to have excursions for the Worcester County Developmental Center, so maybe they could work together, or a nonprofit to work with another business where they can create something, and it just widens the resources.
It's interesting how you say that they work together. I just visited one of the Costa Venosa winery, and I didn't get to attend your event that you had that literally the night before, but I was there the next day, and they were raving about all the people that showed up. And they also, do that thing where they work with a couple of the other wineries in the area to sort of promote a rising tide atmosphere where the popularity of the whole winery scene boosts all their businesses. And that sounds like that's the kind of thing that you're talking about with the partnerships to develop.
Oh, it definitely is. We had a business expo in March where we paired up with the Ocean Pines Chamber of Commerce, and we had over 47 businesses on exhibit. And the greatest thing I loved about it was, for instance, you talked about the winery. Their table was right next to the Bay Club, the golf course, and they ended up creating a relationship with each other where the Bay Club could offer the Costa Ventosa wine as well, and they became partners from that business expo, didn't know each other beforehand. And that is the kind of networking that I like to see that makes chamber events successful. And there was also another lady there, excuse me, I'm sorry, but who came in. She was a massage therapist on her own, and she was able to hook up with a salon, and these were just attendees at the business expo, not actual businesses as exhibitors, but they were able to create a partnership as well where they were looking for a massage therapist at the salon, so they were able to connect and work together as well.
It's interesting in America what small businesses can do and the creativity that can be unleashed when they are put in an environment where they can sort of collaborate and work together and make something bigger than themselves. Sounds to me, by the passion that you're exuding in this call, that's the kind of environment that gets stimulated at these Berlin Chamber events, and it allows that to flourish, which is beautiful. When it happens, and maybe Berlin can serve as a sort of a microcosm for the nation at large to get the country back on its feet with the good things that are happening in Berlin.
That would be nice to be able to get the country back on its feet. But
you never thought you had such power.
No.
Well, look, tell us
that I could.
Well, there it was. Hey, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Tell us where. Tell people who are watching this video, where can they go to learn about some of the events that you have and some of the upcoming things that you're doing at any given time.
At any given time, everything is always posted on our website, which is www.berlinchamber.org. We have an events calendar on there. It's not only the chamber events, there's town events, there's member events as well. We post things. Our members can send in any kind of event that they're having, and we'll make sure to post it on our website. We also have a Facebook page with over 120 followers on that, where information is posted all the time. As well, on our farmers market, we have a Facebook page as well with over 500 followers. And that way, our local community can keep posted on what the farmers are bringing, what they're growing, get recipes and all kinds of information on that as well. We also send out weekly email blasts that is all about our members and is distributed to over 800 people. And these are people worldwide. It's not even people right here in Berlin. So I encourage our members all the time to send us information, because we will post that on those weekly email blasts, and they do get read. So it's a wonderful source.
I love the fact that Berlin is a sort of a quaint throwback town to to the time when family meant everything and so forth, and you got this sort of atmosphere that you can walk the streets at night, and yet here you are using modern social media and technology to promote it. So it's sort of a marriage of new technology to get people to make Berlin a destination, which is wonderful. Olive, I thank you for the time. Is there anything more that you'd like to tell us about the Berlin Chamber? Anything coming up or special things for members?
Well, we are now having our chamber member luncheons right here at the Atlantic Hotel, which is a historic landmark in Berlin, and they are going on every other month. So our next one is Wednesday, June 1st. And I encourage everybody to come in there, members and not members. It's a great way to understand what we're doing and share your ideas and talk to some other people as well, and maybe you can learn a new idea from them.
And I can speak to that, by the way, too, folks, because I was at the last one, and again, well attended, and certainly an open and welcoming community, and very interesting. And some of the events that you, even the activities that you put together, I thought were stimulating. So, well, look, Olive, I appreciate it. It's been wonderful, and great luck with the Berlin Chamber going forward.
Thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate it.